Baby, don't you know I never let you go? Our fire keeps on burning. Our fire keeps on burning.
Hello, woman of God. You are like a pearl of great price. You're worth far more than rubies. There is an amazing identity that God is desiring to get deep down on the inside of you, that you would know how he feels about you, what he thinks about you, and how he sees you. I want to thank you for joining my channel. My name is Electra B, and today I want to present to you for your consideration the idea that possibly some of us are so focused on waiting for our husband because we don't realize that we already have one. It's like we're waiting to be a wife to a broken human being, and we're not realizing that we're already betrothed to a perfect God. Now, I know some of you are like, what is she talking about? And it's hard to understand the earthly things. So then it's like, oh wow, trying to understand heavenly things. But yes, the scripture says it. Your maker is your husband. And God is desiring to prepare us for that earthly marriage, that godly earthly marriage, if we will take out the time and be with him and learn from him. You know, before you can know how to properly submit to an earthly husband, you have to learn how to submit to your heavenly husband. There is a purpose and a plan that God has set forth for your life that he's waiting for you to get behind. He's waiting for you to let go of all the distractions and focus on it. He's waiting on you to come to him for more of the blueprint, more of the details, more of the specifics for what he wants to do right now. Before you can learn submission to a man, you need to learn submission to God. Before you can learn how to receive love from a man properly, you must learn how to receive love from God. And this is such a crucial point. Because if we don't know how to continually, every single day, come to God to let him love us, you have to come to him to let him love you, to let him tell you how he sees you, what he thinks about you. Because if you don't, you'll spend your marriage with faulty expectations from that man, expecting him to always tell you what he thinks about you and how he feels about you and how he sees you. And there will be this faulty expectation of love because he's not designed in his brokenness to fill that void. The type of love we need, the type of love we were created to have, can only come from a perfect God. And I'm going to tell you, that man may make a wonderful partner, but he will make a terrible God. And if we go into these relationships, or if you're in a relationship now and you're constantly expecting that, then what it does is it's going to drain the relationship. And so I want you to ask yourself, how much time am I spending with God to prepare? How much time am I spending with myself to prepare? Because this is the thing, if you're a woman of purpose, which I believe you are, and your purpose is what you should be focused on during this time, that should be your focal point. If you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's not too late, you can still jump on board and trust that the Lord will redeem the time for you. Now, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you're pretty busy. And you're going to need to know how to make time for this man when he comes. And to not, make him all of your life, but make him part of your life. But also to give the relationship the significant amount of effort and time it needs to mature and to grow. And so this is the time you learn that. Are you regularly scheduling appointments with yourself and God? I'm talking about every day. These are the most important two appointments you can ever make. Your appointment with God every day, where you're taking out time to let him love you again, and you're taking out time to love him back. You're taking out time to let him share with you and allotting enough time for you to share with him. That's what you do in a relationship. The same thing with yourself. Self-care, self-understanding is so important. Are you taking out the time every day to be with yourself, to check in with yourself, to see, hey, what's going on with me? I reacted this way earlier. Let's see what that's about. Taking out time to love yourself, because you know what? We can only love others as much as we love ourselves. So I want to encourage you and admonish you, woman of God, that in this time of preparation, you are doing the things necessary. You are receiving from God, your maker, your husband, in order to prepare for the husband that is soon to come for you. And I believe that by faith with you. I believe that God's timing is perfect. And as you are walking in your purpose and focusing on the things that God would have you to do right now, it's going to make it easier for your husband to recognize you when the timing is right.